There are 9 unmistakable signs that show when you truly connect with someone on a soul level. And I'm not talking about surface level attraction or simple physical chemistry. I'm talking about that deep, authentic connection where you actually reach her soul. Here's where most people get it wrong. They think connection is about grand gestures or saying the right words. But real soul level connection, it's completely different. In this video, you'll discover 3 things. First, what it really means to touch someone's soul. Second, the 9 signs that always happen when you achieve this connection. And third, how to cultivate this kind of depth in your own relationships. If you don't grasp this, you'll keep wondering why some relationships feel shallow while others feel life-changing. Now imagine walking into any connection knowing exactly how to create that profound bond most people spend their whole lives searching for. So, what does it mean to touch her soul? Let me be clear, touching someone's soul isn't manipulation. It's not about tricks or techniques, it's genuine connection, where you see someone for who they truly are, not who they pretend to be. It's connecting with their fears, their dreams, their authentic self, the side they don't show most people. Things changed for me the moment I learned to be vulnerable, to really listen, to see her beyond the surface. And when I did, these 9 things began to happen. Sign number 1, she opens up about her deepest fears. When you touch someone's soul, the walls come down, not instantly, but gradually. She starts sharing things she's never told anyone else, childhood wounds, secret insecurities, the thoughts that keep her awake at night. Why does this happen? Because soul-level connection creates safety, real safety. Not physical protection, but emotional protection. She knows you won't judge her, won't exploit her vulnerabilities, won't dismiss what matters to her. Sign number 2, she seeks your opinion on matters that truly matter. When you touch her soul, she doesn't just ask about surface-level stuff. She asks about big things, career decisions, family matters, her purpose in life. It's not dependency, it's valuing your perspective so deeply that she wants your input on the things that shape her world. She trusts your judgment, not just with practical matters, but with her heart. And here's the beauty. She doesn't always take your advice. Sometimes she goes in a completely different direction, but she asks because your thoughts matter to her soul, not just her mind. Sign number 3, she remembers the small details, every little thing. When someone's soul is touched, nothing is forgotten, not because she's trying, but because she genuinely cares. She'll recall the story you shared about your childhood pet, that offhand comment about your favorite season, the vulnerability you expressed months ago. Why? Because when you touch someone's soul, you become significant. Not just important, but significant. Important people fill roles. Significant people shape who you are, and you never forget what shapes you. Sign number 4, she shows vulnerability without fear. This is huge. Most people guard their vulnerability like it's a weakness. But when you touch her soul, something shifts. She becomes comfortable being imperfect around you. She'll cry in front of you. She'll admit when she's wrong. She'll show her messy side without trying to clean it up first. She doesn't worry about being judged because you've shown her that you love her soul, not just her appearance. That's what real connection does. Sign number 5, she defends you when you're not around. This is a powerful sign. When you touch someone's soul, they become your advocate, even when you're not there. She'll stand up for you with friends, with family, not because she's blind to your flaws, but because she sees your heart. She sees your intentions, your soul, and she protects what she values. Sign number 6, she wants you in her future. When you touch her soul, you're not just part of her present, you're woven into her plans. She talks about next year, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and you're in every vision. It's not, we might travel someday. It's, when we go to Italy in 2 years, I want to show you this place I've dreamed about. You move from possibility to certainty in her mind, because her soul knows you belong there. Sign number 7, she challenges you to grow. This may surprise you. Soul-level connection isn't about blind acceptance. She pushes you to become better. Not nagging, not critical, but in a way that says, I see your potential, and I want you to reach it. She calls you out when you settle, pushes you when you play small, holds you accountable when you stray from your own standards. Why? Because she cares about your soul too, and she knows it craves growth, not comfort. Sign number 8, she creates space for your emotions. In a world that tells men to suppress feelings, this is revolutionary. When you touch her soul, she creates space for yours. She asks how you're really feeling, notices when something's off. She doesn't just accept "I'm fine." She digs deeper because she cares about your emotional world, not just your practical one. And the beauty? She doesn't always try to fix it. Sometimes she just listens, just holds space because your soul needs to be heard, not fixed. Sign number 9, she chooses you again and again. This is the ultimate sign. Soul connection isn't one-time love. She chooses you every single day, even during arguments, hardships, when excitement fades. She chooses you, not out of obligation, not out of habit, but because her soul recognizes yours. Now, the truth about soul connection: you cannot force it. You cannot manipulate it. It has to be earned through consistency, vulnerability, and authenticity. And here's the key: it goes both ways. If you want to touch her soul, you must let her touch yours. Be willing to be seen, to be vulnerable, to let your walls down. This isn't about tricks or words. It's about who you are when no one's watching: your character, your integrity, your depth. So how do you create this kind of connection? 3 foundational principles. Be present. Not just physically, but emotionally. Put your phone down, make eye contact, truly listen instead of just waiting to speak. Presence is the gateway to connection. Be vulnerable first. Don't wait for her to open up. Lead the way. Share your fears, admit mistakes. Show it's safe to be real by being real yourself. Be consistent. Soul connection isn't built in a moment. It's built over time, through small, consistent actions, proving that you're trustworthy, that you see her, that you value her beyond what she does for you. Here's the game changer. Most relationship problems aren't about communication techniques, they're about depth. When you touch someone's soul, communication flows, conflict becomes manageable, love lasts longer because you're connected at the core, not just the surface. So ask yourself, in your current relationship, or the one you want, are you aiming for surface level connection or soul level connection? Are you trying to impress or to connect? Are you showing your representation or your soul? Here's my challenge for you this week. If you're in a relationship, have one conversation where you're completely vulnerable. Share something you've been afraid to share. Ask a question you've been afraid to ask. Create space for real connection. And if you're single, start practicing now with friends, family, even yourself. Learn to be comfortable with depth, because when you meet someone whose soul you want to touch, you'll already know how to let them touch yours.